Hello YouTube and welcome back. My name is Zadarkus and today I'm bringing to you a long time ranked game commentary of me playing Orianna in the mid lane. Now, it's been some time since I basically did one of these. As you know, my desktop was on the warranty, I couldn't play the game, so here we go again. It took me some time to get a little bit back to the game itself. I lost a lot of practice, still trying to get the habit of it, but finally I feel like I can at least share you a gameplay of me recently. So in this game, picking up the Orianna, picking her after the Lux pick, because I knew I could play very safe even if the Lux tried to be aggressive with me, thanks to the ball range and all of that, and of course some good synergy there with the Vi that I had in the jungle. One thing you may have noticed in the chat at the start, I was telling my jungler that she didn't need to come mid lane. I asked her to help top and bot lane mostly, that I would be fine. And I did this, and I've been doing this every game, not to be cocky. I may lose the lane or I may have a hard time, but I just want to get to a point where I don't need to rely on my jungler at any time to be able to basically win the mid lane, either just by being able to outfarm the enemy mid laner, by roaming, or by killing. And the best point is being able to do both of them without relying too much on my jungler. And also, of course, being able to survive in the lane and predict ganks, survive them and outplay people with them. And that's something that is going to happen in this game, as you will be able to see. But of course, if I'm sharing this game, honestly, it's because I want to point out some of the things that I am myself training a lot to improve, and here we can see some results of that, and I want to share it with you. First of all is the CS count. You will be able to see that I'm keeping a pretty good number of creep score here throughout the entire match. And also how I lane and how I play the game. I'm playing mostly very safe in this game. And you will see that with the dead counter that I'll have at the end of the game. Now, as you can see, it got to a point where me and Lux were trying a little bit of trades. I ended up winning these thanks to my shield, being able to dodge most of them, and how easy it is for me to actually poke her, thanks to my low cooldown Q on the ball, which made it possible for me to get out on the top of those trades. I didn't get a kill because I do know she does have a barrier spell like I have myself, and as well, since I have barrier, I don't have ignite, which means I need to kill her with raw damage, no ignite ticks to just take the kill away from me. Now, one thing I do watching this, and overall I do know, I need to get used myself to just keep warding. That's something that I really have to think about. It's not natural as it used to be. Before I cut it here, you saw me put that ward there because it was obvious that she went to get the blue buff, and I was hoping that she perhaps would take that path, which she didn't, sadly. Otherwise it would be free damage and maybe even a follow-up with the ultimate. Now here I take the blue buff and kill the small minion so Vi can just keep on going. Now, soon we'll have here a little kill that was actually somewhat lucky for me. So we start trading. Lux throws away her Q. That's the perfect time to go a little bit more aggressive because I know she won't have a snare that soon. Here I just flash out to minimize the damage and get in range to do this. Now, I do see that I have my team coming up, that's why I kept going a little bit of aggressive and baiting the enemy Riven in, thanks to the fact that I know that I have my shield and my barrier. And with this we take 2 little kills here, my first couple of kills, a kill for myself and a kill for Vi. I'm cool with that. I'm not only got a kill and an assist, I also take the farm. Now immediately after this I try to roam bot lane, but I see them going back and I thought they had it warded. It does look like they actually didn't, but yeah, I decided to go back to base anyway. Now watching bot lane here a little bit while I go back, pretty crazy long range ultimate from Vi there, and I ended up eating every ultimate from the Lux for no reason at all, but yeah, it is how it is. Now, warding the lane again before I get ganked or something like that. Again, trying to play aggressive here, dodging the skill shots, very important if you want to win a lane in the mid lane. Being able to dodge skill shots, it's a really big deal. But here Lux just, you know, underestimates the damage of Orianna. One fact being maybe, I don't know, you don't see Orianna as much as you used to see. Maybe she doesn't expect the damage I am able to throw out, or maybe, I don't know, she doesn't have that much of experience in the mid lane as well. Now here I kind of came late, should have been here sooner, but thankfully I see that Kha'Zix is very low stress as well, so he won't try to save Lucian most likely. If he would be the first target and he would die really fast, and Lucian ends up being a very easy kill. I follow up Thresh a little bit, maybe he would do a greedy recall in a bush nearby, like the tri-bush I'm recalling now, and I would be able to get him, but he didn't. Now, I wanted to go back to base, but since I'm full HP, I got double buff, I don't really need to go back to base, and I just see Lux here being very free. Now, Vi does a little bit of an overkill, honestly, here with the flash and the ultimate. I don't think she would need to use the ultimate with me getting to this place and even having mine available. But it's okay, it's a kill. A free kill, I mean, all we used was ultimate and summoner spell from Vi, but other than that, pretty good. Now, this is the moment, yeah, that was a little bit too free as well. Yeah, this is what's going to start happening a lot. Now, what happens in this game is that everybody starts coming mid. Not that I say it's completely the wrong option here, I got a little bit too greedy. I didn't expect that roam, I should have expected. The way Thresh was just moving to me without caring, I should have expected something to be coming to our side, but I really didn't. Anyway, when I died, I ended up getting blue buff and moving back to the lane, nothing really happened. Here, I think I did a pretty good job here with my ultimate. When Kha'Zix jumped to get me, he actually got knocked back, pulled to the ball, which, well, saved me. Sadly, I had to flash away off the range of the hook and all of that, and in case Kha'Zix would flash as well or jump before, maybe I would not be able to ultimate him. Luckily, I didn't need to flash, but yeah. Now, here you can see that even though they are under the tower, all I just keep doing is poke them, forcing them to go back. When they underestimate me, there you go, the difference between being able to dodge the skills and not. So Lux, if she snared me, maybe I would have died there with the follow-up by the enemy team, but I dodged it and then she got it. One thing, as a Lux player, may I tell you, one thing you can do maybe to help you hit the snares is starting with your E, because that little moment of a slow, even before you activate it again to explode, may be enough for you to snare somebody. Here I misplay. As you can see, I throw the Q to Kha'Zix before I had my W up, and since he took the damage, he went immediately back. If I waited just like half a second, 1 second, to get my W, once I throwed my Q and activated my W, the damage I would have dealt to him would be enough to fight. Here Lux went a little bit crazy, but I do have the barrier, I do shield myself with the ball, and got my ultimate up and all that nice stuff. So at this point I basically almost one-shot Lux and Lucian. So yeah, this is the point of the game where I'm just way too fed. Now you could say that, yeah, you got fed and now it's a free game. Yeah, it is a little bit, to be honest, as Orianna, because of all the utility you bring to the table, being able to speed your team and slow the enemy, at the same time shield people. You have a good ultimate, low cooldown Q, so the team fight power is there, and even the utility being pretty high as a mid laner, at least. The thing is, something that happens a lot is, yeah, here I die. This made me a little bit, as you can see, they are all together. I activate my ultimate, but it doesn't go off. If it went off, I think that would have been insane. Anyway, after I go up, after I respawn, I just go to the bot lane, was pushing insanely, as you could see. I got a good amount of creeps just in this little bit. They asking me for help, and as I was telling, as you can see, the rest of the game is basically in the mid lane. Everybody sticks to the mid lane. At this point, what the enemy team is doing is they know that we are ahead. It's not like we are ahead. If you look at the kills, our team has 12 kills. I was in 10 of them. 9 of 12 kills are mine, and they have 10 kills. So basically, they all want to go mid and maybe try to kill me somehow or stop me, because otherwise I could just 1v1 Lux or even 1v2 Lux and Kha'Zix anytime. So this is maybe the best option they have to stop me. Perhaps I wouldn't just sit in mid lane, because that way they all lose experience and farm, putting them even more behind. Because as you can see, yeah, I mean, it's my fault I died, but honestly, the way this happened, that's just overkill. I had basically the entire team just using everything they had on me. So yeah, the 3 times I died in this game. Now, as I was saying, something that happens a lot when people get fed, like for example I am in this game, they get too cocky, over aggressive for no reason at all, and end up wasting the advantage they had and giving opportunity to the enemy team to catch up thanks to the kills they get on them. Now here I flashed that ability, hoping I would hit the Q and the W, but yeah, I didn't. With the Thunder Lord Decree hitting as well, that would be most likely a sure kill. Now, after I do Morelos and Luden's Echo, I immediately go for the Zhonya's. I was thinking about getting Rabadons, you know, just to get that buff on the damage and being able to for sure one-shot Lucian. I could if I had Rabadon at this point, but honestly, when I die, after the second time, after the second death, I already noticed, but after the third death, the one you saw, they just gangbanging me, I decided I had to take Zhonya in this game, because they would just keep on focusing me hard, which makes perfect sense looking at this game. Now here we wait Janna to bait Kha'Zix a little bit. Now at the same time Kha'Zix was baiting as well, but sadly it didn't go as planned for him. It looked like they were preparing for Baron, so good thing we ended up fighting them. Here I could have ultimated maybe, but honestly good thing I didn't, because now I am able to do it to the carry and to the Riven. Carry there using the heal to get off, end up getting the kill on the Riven. GP kills the Lucian and we do pick it up. And is it an ace? Yes, it was an ace. So in the end, everything went fine and we are able to get the tower and inhibitor, if I'm not wrong. Ezreal there doing the correct play by using this opportunity to push bot lane, getting a tower in the bot lane as well. Now, of course, with the enemy team still just respawning and they're pushing out the minions, we could have done Baron. We ended up not doing it. But honestly, I think we could have easily, even with me having ultimate and everything. Even if they showed up, we would have deleted them. Now, one thing I'm doing here is seeing Lux going past the ward we had at the entrance of their jungle. Maybe they would have gone to Baron, check it out or something like that, and I could have gotten 1 or 2 free kills with that, staying there, since I had vision thanks to the Cuddle Scrap. Now with Zhonya's ready, working to the Rabadon's dead cap, but honestly, after this, Lux gets out of position, has no chance at all. Trash, trying to help, ends up killing himself as well. Of course, yes, he did flash there, but looking at our team, we have movement speed from Janna, movement speed from me if I needed or wanted to give it. We have a Vi with her Q, we have an Ezra with his E. There was just no chance he would go away after that flash. Now at this point, GP, whatever, is pushing bot lane. He's taking the tower already, damaging the inhibitor. They have to send somebody there. most likely even 2 guys to stop him. Riven alone can't really deal with him, and that's what happens. But then they try to go for me because I look like a free kill, and that's what happens. Yeah, a little bit too much at this point. They can't really handle with it, and it feels great, man, when you play Orianna and you just do QWR or something like that, and you just like immediately get a double kill. I mean, it feels nice to nuke anybody, I guess. But yeah, with this, it was a free game almost. It wasn't a free game. Yeah, no disrespect intended. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, my name has been Zadarkus. Let me know what you thought about the gameplay and about the commentary. I need to practice it a little bit. It's been some time. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you pretty soon with a new one. Bye bye.